Hello, welcome back to our Ostriv Alpha 3.4 Let's Play. This is episode 34, and it's January 1800 and everything is broken. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got all sorts of stuff wrong with our town. So the last, I don't know, 7 months since I posted an update on this, if math is correct, I don't know, math is hard. Well, first of all, let's go ahead and slow this down a little bit. It's been, uh, it's been quite a time here in our little town. I've gone through quite a bit of expansion, building some new houses and farms and improving efficiencies and things. And then the economy crashed. You see up here we've got 596 residents currently. We used to have over 1,000. There was a period of time, sometime in the 1780s, 1790s of this playthrough, which I did not record, that the population dipped down to somewhere in the 400s and kept bouncing back and forth, back and forth. Well, there's a reason for that. I'll put a screenshot up when I go edit this video. But it was quite messed up. What I tried to do is I'd try to go into the economy panel here, and I try to mess with all the wages and stuff. And I wanted to recover all of the money because, as you can see, we are exceptionally in debt. So I raised the rent on houses way super high until I drained everybody's money, and then it gave you every single house with the "hey, we need money" warning. And I've been kind of messing with stuff for the past forever trying to get it figured out. None of these solutions I found on the Discord or on Google or on the Ostriv wiki or anything have been really much of any help at all. It seems to have kind of stabilized. But what's happened now is people have been out for so long that pretty much all of the livestock have died. See if it'll show. Yeah, I have 6 horses, 14 cows, and 11 bulls. I had 500 livestock at some point. But there was this weird glitch where people wouldn't supply any of the supplies for pigs, especially, and then later cows. They just refused to get any amount of resources supplied. And that ended up causing a lot of the animals to die. And I think there's only a few cowsheds now that actually have any cows in them. That's one of them. That's another one. I think one of these, maybe? Oh, maybe they all died. Well, at some point, these did have that. There's no cows here. Yeah, all the pigs are gone. And so as a result, the farming economy is real messed up. And of course, a bunch of the oxes have died. Oxen, I guess, if you want to be pedantic about it. They've all died. A bunch of the horses have died. So we are in crisis crash mode. It is really quite something to see how much this has completely just decimated itself. No, go ahead and turn the speed back up. But yeah, so I just wanted to make an update video, year 1800, see what the town was looking like, and in the process, it seems I've broken everything. So I've been having to buy all of the food I can possibly buy because we're really not producing any of it. We're not really needing lime. There's no point in buying livestock. They're just going to die. So I've just been trying to export as much as I can. Obviously, the economy is kind of destroyed. And we're going to start a new town when the next update patch comes out anyway. But I did want to see how far I can take this. In the year 1800. So, if it's been a while since you've seen one of my videos, and it most likely is, we've almost doubled the amount of subscribers on the channel since the last time I put out an Ostriv video, which is just mind-boggling to me. I can not put out any amount of content for, I don't know, 6 months, and then a bunch of people decide they want to watch. So if you're one of the new subscribers, thank you very much for joining. There will be a significant amount more content coming soon. Not just Ostriv. I'm going to try and get into a couple other games as well. I did post a one-off video of Simcopter, I think back in August, that people seem to like. Performed well, at least. But I just wanted to take a little trip down memory lane with this this town here. This might be one of the last times we visit here. We don't know when the next update will be, as the dev keeps putting out little bits of information. But it keeps going back between like 500 and 900, and I've got 130 empty houses. I've got enough houses to sustain probably about 11 or 1200 people at this point. But the problem is the economy is just not there. And what's interesting is if you watched any of these Let's Play videos, you remember the If you've watched any of these Let's Play videos, you remember that the stuttering was just abominably bad. Well, it seems to be recording pretty well now. I still have the same computer, same settings. I tweaked a couple of things in OBS, but I don't know that that has really done too much. It might just be because there's fewer people and livestock in the town to render. It might want to, just kind of play nice. So I don't know. There's a lot of really weird things I want to go through that have happened with this town. I know at this point, since I haven't been playing for a long time, there's tons of people that have passed me in town size and different stuff they've figured out. I would no longer really consider myself to be an expert at the game, so to say. But let's have a talk about open vacancies and jobs. So I have right now 44 open vacancies. I have 470 adults, and when I had 900 people, 1,000 people in this town, I would have maybe 150, 200 vacancies. Let's see what these guys got. Always need honey. Always need dried fish. Sunflower oil, I'll sell them. Do that. Clothing, I don't have too much because we haven't been growing very well because, of course, the oxen have died. I'll keep all that. I don't even have any flour at all. I've been trying to see if I can kind of life support stuff anyway, but all these open vacancies just kind of, they kind of spiral on top of each other. So you have stuff like these hay dryers, right? I think I've got 80, 50, okay, 55. I had 80 of the hay barracks is what I had. But what happens is these don't get stuff attached to them. They're all empty now, of course, because we're just now coming out of the winter time. But they haven't had anything attached to them as far as like hay to dry. So, of course, when that happens, you come over here to your hay barracks, and there's some of them that have some because I've been running for a few years. But most of them are empty, and then, of course, the cows starve. So because the cows starve, then I guess people want to spend more time doing something else, and then they don't supply water, and they don't supply this, and then especially the pigsties I noticed, I fired all of them, because there's no point paying them if there's no pigs. But they would just be stuck on supplying resources for so long. See, like you see right here, it says getting cows to pasture, like she's leading cows off somewhere, wherever. I did fix some of the plows. But you click on here again, and every once in a while, of course, these people have to go all over the world to buy food for their families or whatever, or drinking water. I think that's part of the problem is this town is so sprawled out. I mean, look at this thing down here in the corner. We got all sorts of everything. Probably about half the map developed at this point. Maybe slightly less. But these people have to go all over the place. They can't do their jobs. There's not enough time in their workday to really supply anything. So either I've done something incredibly wrong in how I've set up my town, or it's just broken, or I've expanded beyond the scope of what the game really wants you to be able to do. The next town we build, I think I'm going to try a little more uniform cluster approach. I tried to do it a little bit here where you have clusters of houses centered around a farm and some livestock and production buildings. But it takes so long. Like anytime I was building anything, right? You got these 7 guys that are builders. It took like 10 in-game years to build 5 houses, a couple of wells, and just basic stuff. Like, why is it taking so long? So they have to go all the way across the map and do this, and they have to go get the wood, and then, there's no wood, so they got to go to the forestry, and they got to chop wood. And then you don't have enough people in the forestry to chop wood, and they have to wait, and then you run out of wood, so you can't build, and you run out of this and that, and I don't know. I just think I broke the game, honestly. I don't know at this point. I've put so much time and effort into building this out. I honestly don't know how to fix it. So we're just going to start over whenever the next update comes out. And I'll keep playing it off recording, not technically streaming, but I'll keep recording it on intervals if things seem to be working out well. And of course, even since the start of recording this video, we've got like 100 some people have moved in. It's so unpredictable. And of course, these people all bring their own food. See if I can find somebody who's relatively 41 years. See, vacant house. Settled 5 years ago, these people have food. 2 years ago, these people have food. But eventually they're going to run out of food, and then they leave, and there's always a mass exodus. But I think now that I think every farm has a plow again. Because this one had one that's broken. Of course, the carpentry people never do any work. It says nothing ordered. Nothing ordered. But there's plows that need repair. If you go to any of the cart parkings, there's half of these are good. Yeah. See, they're broken. They need repairing, but the carpentry people never work on anything. Say they don't have any orders unless you actually, buy something new. And of course, plots for burials. I think the last time I recorded, I had, maybe like this many. Everybody's dead now, and I can't keep up. So forget it. They're just gonna stack bodies up somewhere. But anyway, I just wanted to do a quick little update. This video is probably going to end up being 10 to 15 minutes long. And just kind of get back in the habit of uploading videos, whether it be Ostriv or something else, and try and get channel back going again. I had a very busy summer doing stuff for my real life job. That seems to have calmed down slightly, and I can devote a little more time to playing video games. I've been playing a ton of Satisfactory. I haven't been recording any of that. And that's also due to get a new update, so maybe I'll do some videos about that. So, alright, so the Salt Lords. Don't need salt, I got plenty of that. Flour, we're gonna buy, I've got plenty of that. Dried fish. Potatoes, just go buy some of those. Clothes, we'll sell some clothes. And then we'll sign off here in a little bit, and then the next time you see this town, hopefully something is fixed. But yeah, anyway. People keep coming in. We're up to almost 700, so I'm going to play for a little bit more. And then I will check in with you guys toward the end of the 1800 year and let you know what's been happening. And then we'll go from there. See you in a bit. Now, it's harvest season in our town, and the farm people are back at work doing what they do best, collecting all the crops. This one is buckwheat. Got some potatoes. Buckwheat seems to have already been harvested. Yeah, they had some of that. Yeah, so things are kind of getting back to normal, up to about 760 people here in September. So let's check out how this farm is doing. Yep, they're doing their thing. And this farm was not faring quite as well because most of these houses are empty, but they're over here collecting their buckwheat. Of course, people are still moving out and then coming in. It's just, it's a vicious cycle. This thing just keeps on going and going and going. This farm is pretty busy too. Wheat, buckwheat, potatoes, buckwheat, hemp. Sunflowers, I guess, probably never ended up getting planted this year because we didn't have enough people working. Yeah, so they're doing their thing. This farm is always fine. They never have any problems. It's real small. Oh, there are still cows. Yep, they're doing their thing there. This farm, they're working. See, things are kind of progressing. We'll keep giving these people financial help. I don't know, my finances are just completely in the toilet at this point, so I don't think I need to worry about that. Yeah, if you take a look at this, I've just been negative year over year over year. I've had like 800 different people tell me, not literally 800, but I've had a ton of people tell me, oh, you have to have this setting, this setting, this setting. None of them work. It's never worked for me. So the dev hasn't made it so that the brokenness of your coffers cause you to lose the game yet, so we're not going to worry about it. Although he has hinted that that's something that's going to be happening in the future. We will, as they say, burn that bridge when we get to it. And now people are moving out again. So like this is what I was talking about earlier. People just run out of money, or they run out of food, or run out of patience, and they just get on out. But I do have some stuff I can sell. So let's go ahead and take care of this. Chicken eggs. I never have any chicken eggs. I don't even think I have chickens anymore. I'm not going to sell that. That's food. Buy some of that. We definitely need to buy wheat, buy hemp. We can make some more clothes. I'm not even going to attempt to do livestock again for a little bit. And that's the other thing, is people are unemployed. And it just absolutely baffles me how you can be unemployed when there's 45 open jobs. A lot of these people that don't have any money because they're unemployed. I don't know, it's just weird. Yeah, people just keep moving out. Number keeps going down. And yeah, 2 people that are unemployed. There's so many jobs available. Now there's 130. So I don't know what that's about. But yeah, stuff continues to just be kind of messed up. It has some signs of improving, I guess. We're not going to try doing any amount of livestock anything until I can stabilize in this town. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much the extent of it. It's you can see now yourself. You got everything is just kind of collapsing on itself. Well, that's more or less as good a spot to end this episode as anywhere else. Everything's messed up. People are dying. Don't have anywhere to bury them. All the animals are dead. And yeah, life is great in this Ostriv town. But as always, thank you so much for joining me for this video. Keep in mind I've got more coming, as I alluded to earlier, and actually this time, and not 7 months of silence. Thank you to all the new subscribers and old subscribers alike for supporting everything I'm doing here, and we will see you in the next video. Have a good one.